Major phone carriers make you sign contracts with rigid data plans to trap you into a kind of forced phonogamy. Sounds pretty insecure if you ask me. At Consumer Cellular, we believe in a more consensual and healthy form of phonogamy, free of contracts and more flexible to your data needs. This way, you stick around not because we force you to with contracts and fees, but because you love our phone plans. Like ardently love our phone plans. Phonogamously. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
Coming up in this edition, World Bank Country Director Pierre Laporte insists delays with IMF cash disbursement is not due to Ghana's failure to meet program targets. Meanwhile, government advised to stand by with its emergency revenue mobilization strategies if the $600 million second tranche IMF funding continues to delay. We'll hear from Professor Williams Pipra. Plus, Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority assures its latest integration process will reduce perennial overcrowding of vehicles during the first week of the new year for the new number plates. We have details of these and many others lined up for you. Please stay. Thanks for your company. I am Pius Kojo Baka. To our very first story, the World Bank Country Director Pierre Laporte has maintained that delays with IMF cash disbursement is not due to Ghana's failure to meet program targets. The IMF has been forced to reschedule its board meeting on 3 occasions to approve disbursement of $600 million to Ghana. This led to reports that Ghana's inability to meet the program conditions resulted in the action by the IMF to reschedule the board meeting. But speaking on PM Express Business Edition, which airs this Thursday, Mr. Laporte disagrees.
This is not the fault of Ghana. In fact, we are very disappointed because Ghana has done everything it needed to do. We agreed reforms with you. You've done all the reforms. You've met all the what we call the prior actions. And now you are just waiting for the creditors to agree on certain technical issues. Okay, there are technical issues among them, or cut-off dates has been agreed. There are different treatment of different kind of loans, this kind of things. Yeah. And this is what we need to get closure. The indications are that this will.
And as you explained, this challenge was not as a result of Ghana meeting the conditions.
No.
A concern coming from one of the members of the creditors.
Creditors are different. I mean, as you know, economies are different, countries are different, methodologies are different, culturally countries are different. So there are creditors that treat debt one way, others treat debt the other way. So it's this kind of agreement. That's why it's called a common framework, right? So that all creditors, despite their own specificities, that they can agree on how to treat all these. And
World Bank Country Director Pierre Laporte speaking on PM Express at Business Edition, which will be aired this Thursday on Joy News at 9 p.m. Do make a date. A while longer on the economy, and government has been advised to stand by with its emergency revenue mobilization strategies if the $600 million second tranche funding from the International Monetary Fund continues to delay. According to finance lecturer at the University of Andrews University in the USA, Professor Williams Pipra, one of the ways to trigger such contingency plan is to halt tax exemption for businesses. Now, speaking to Joy Business, Professor Pipra is of the view that the delays should cause government to take a relook at the budget and hold tax exemptions.
Tax exemptions to some industries are also similar to about 600 million, around the same figure. Probably the plan B is to delay that part of the budget to make sure that we get the needed cash flow. Because it's either you get someone to give you the money or you increase your taxation, your revenue. And that revenue, that policy of giving some exemptions to local businesses probably may have to be delayed. We may have to wait. Once we get the IMF, then we can implement that. If not, we delay that aspect as well.
Finance lecturer at Andrews University in the USA, Professor Williams Pipra, speaking there. Now, the director of the Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research, Professor Peter Quartey, is asking the government to be swift in addressing Ghana's fiscal challenges. This, he says, will stabilize the country's exchange rate and reduce inflation further. Professor Quartey also urged Parliament to urgently restore the Fiscal Responsibility Act to curb discretionary expenditure that could worsen Ghana's debt situation, especially going into an election year in 2024. He tells Joy Business the real sector will suffer if the fiscal situation does not improve.
Our problem that we are facing on the exchange rate on inflation is a fiscal problem. If we didn't spend so much, if we didn't borrow too much, if we didn't run so huge a deficit, Bank of Ghana wouldn't have a lot of work to do. So I believe they are doing what they have to do, but let's address the fiscal issues, and the monetary wouldn't be too much of a problem. But if we are having huge deficits and government has to borrow from the domestic market and offering higher interest rates, you and I have to borrow at high interest rates. So those are some of the inherent challenges. Let's address the fiscal problem. The fiscal is one of our major issues.
Professor Peter Quartey is the director of the Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research. To one of our headline stories, the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority says it is ready to register all new vehicles through its integrated digital system without any delays. According to the authority, all its operational stations across the country have been equipped to undertake the new registration process, thereby avoiding pressure at the main selected centers in the regional capitals. Deputy Director in charge of Vehicle Inspection and Registration, Eric Addison, has been explaining to Joy Business.
Our peak season starts from first working day of January, this March. That is the peak season. So we are very ready, and we've looked at the system. We've done a lot of reviews, and we've put in a lot of measures to ensure that come the peak season, most of our vehicle that will be registered, our clients will be delighted with the new system that we've deployed. Yes. And I also mentioned that because of the integration that we have, we've now opened up to all our operational offices. Now there's no limitation as to what an office can do as far as vehicle registration is concerned. You can be in Kumewe and get your vehicle registered. You can be in Sefi also, and equally get the same service that you would have required if you were in Accra. So that is the how efficient the system is working.
Eric Addison is Deputy Director in charge of Vehicle Inspection and Registration at the DVLA. Now, Waylead Company Limited says it remains committed to its goal of providing quality and affordable homes to prospective buyers with its Alphabet City project and others. Property manager at Waylead Company Ghana Limited, Godfred Ameyume, disclosed to Joy Business at a Christmas party that the company will continue to provide good homes for their clients and prospective buyers at Sakumono in Tema.
Going through the whole system and now finding the money to start a foundation, building, roofing, plastering, and it is hectic. It is also very expensive. The role that Waylead is playing in this is that we've done all that already for you at a price that is affordable. I know affordable is relative, but if you have $84,000, you get to move into an apartment with kitchen, with bathroom, with everything. So for people who can only afford 20% of this amount of money, can come here, pay 20% of $84,000, work hard, have a staggered, monthly or weekly or yearly payment, and in 2 years they have the keys to their own home without the wahala of landlord and landguard.
So that's the voice of the brand ambassador for Waylead Company Limited, Ochiame Kwame, saying the partnership will help make the company visible. But we've got to listen to the property manager at Waylead Company Limited, Godfred Ameyume, who disclosed to Joy Business at a Christmas party that the company will continue to provide good homes for their clients.
So currently we have block A up to E and J. So that's about 6. And each floor has 4 units, a 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom. And we have first, second, third. Ground floor, first floor, second floor, and third floor, fourth floor, and fifth floor. We have some auxiliary facility like the swimming pool. We have the elevator. We have a serene environment. We have a standby gen set. We have the security, which is a top notch when it comes to security. When you join this community, whether be it investment or for residential purpose, you are actually going to get that purpose for which you have actually acquired property. So as part of this coming together is also to make an open house party to showcase the apartment that we are putting up.
Godfred Amenunye is the property manager at Waylead Company Ghana Limited. More within the construction and build industry, Ghanaian businesses in the real estate and property management industry have been urged to partner foreign investors, particularly from the UK. Speaking to Joy Business at the Made in Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo held at the residence of the British High Commissioner, co-founder of On Point Property Management Limited, Victoria Jacombe, said Ghanaian families deserve decent and affordable housing.
It's a young country. Everyone has young families. They want somewhere stable to live and also to be in that investment boom as well. So I think that can be also something to be worked on right now to encourage more to buy from the locals.
It's time for your pension tip on Money Lab.
Hello, welcome to Money Lab. My name is Kofi Polly, Chief Operations Officer of People's Pension Trusts. We continue our pension tidbits on Money Lab. In our previous episode, we gave one of the reasons for having a pension as rising cost of living. Today, we are going to look at the next two. The other is lack of family support. In our old age, we may not have immediate family or extended family to support us financially, and therefore there's a need for us to plan for our financial security in our old age. Thank you once again for being with us and hope to see you in our next episode.
And that's it for the Joy Business Report. Let's take some messages from EcoBank Salary Account. Well, the EcoBank Salary Account is a special account designed for workers of all income brackets desirous of receiving their salaries through EcoBank. With the EcoBank Salary Account, you are guaranteed all the benefits of a normal savings or current account plus many more. EcoBank Salary Account gives workers free life insurance cover of up to 10,000 cedis, 24/7 access to cash and e-banking services, internet and mobile banking services, high interest on savings, no minimum balance, ability to save through the EcoBank Save as you Spend, a unique feature that helps customers to save and invest. Remember, the insurance policy covers death, permanent or temporary disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and more. Savings or current account holders at EcoBank do not have to close their existing accounts to enjoy the numerous benefits of the EcoBank Salary Account. Just ask your branch to switch your existing account to the EcoBank Salary Account. Non-EcoBank account holders should approach any EcoBank branch and ask for the EcoBank Salary Account. Switch your salary account today and enjoy amazing benefits at EcoBank. Call EcoBank to 300 003 225 whenever, wherever for further details. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. I am Pius Kojo Baka. Thanks so much for your company. Joy Christmas Hour with Doreen and Dor is next. Do enjoy.